Any update on Curry push?
Not as yet. No, we've got training this evening, obviously. So go through the usual process of any players that are sore. There's quite a few players that won't do much tonight. There's so it's sort of progress as normal. Even this morning meeting and looking at our training for tonight, we know there's 6 or 8 players that will do maybe the warm up, and that's about it.
Does he believe he's going to get himself up?
I would say right now he's 50-50, but he's been 50-50 this time of the week, probably for about the last 6.
So that doesn't make him feel that he's been 50-50 for so long that he might need a rest rather than...
No, it means he always gets better late in the week. As the game approaches, enthusiasm kicks in and adrenaline, and then he's been okay.
What's he been battling in particular?
Various things around his hip region, glute. He's had obviously massive surgery to the top part of his hamstring, but he has had some issues with his glute. That's the one he missed earlier in the year.
Water's got through 2 games, John. Given his lack of footy as well, does he loom as a possible sub if he gets that chance to come back?
Yeah, possibly. Yep. Again, there's various options. You know, Bo's trained unbelievably well, so he could easily come in and play a full game. But he could easily come in and play as a sub as well if we choose to go with him. Not as quickly as possible, but when he's right, he'll be in our best team. So when everything is right, he'll be in and going.
Do you see him being in the 25 when you name it tomorrow?
Bo?
Oh, yeah.
He was in it last week.
And what about travelling? Is he that close that he'll travel?
Well, that always depends on if he's not going to play, he misses a game that weekend, wouldn't be ideal for him. So, we weigh those things up.
Is top 4 a goal for you now, John, or is it just go one game at a time still?
Yeah, just enjoying, looking for our next win. We've got tough games ahead all the way, really, so don't take anything for granted. You know, I'm looking forward to the challenge of taking on the Saints, and that's a massive challenge. They're back in really good form, and then we'll move on from there.
Peter stopping Rewalt this week. He's found some form over the past fortnight when he's been moved close to goal. Yeah,
pressure on him, get a good player on him, compete hard, all the usual things.
Do you consider bringing Mitch Brown back as an extra tall defender?
Yeah, we'll certainly consider that. Mitch is in really good touch, wrapped the way he's come back and the way he's going, so definitely deserves due consideration.
You've obviously had a bit of a look at him, watching the tape, etc. What do you think's changed with St Kilda over the last 3 or 4 weeks?
They've changed their personnel around a fair bit through the course of the year, brought in some different players, but they're back playing the St Kilda brand of football we know they're good at, really making it tough for the opposition teams to score. So that bit of confidence is back, all those sort of things.
Can I ask you about Jack Tartan? I know you have your own measures. Statistically speaking, he's probably been a bit quieter his last few games. First year player, obviously. Is there any consideration, again, program-wise, that he might, I know he's had a bye just now, but might he need a spell, or is that something that you people are looking at? Yeah,
I can't predict whether he's going to need a spell in 3, 4, 5 weeks or not. But if he does, we would be more than comfortable to rest a player.
Would you agree his output has been less, or by your own measures is he?
It depends what you're comparing it with, but...
his dream team points it down.
Yeah, okay, that's where we're getting to. You want to know, keep him in the team or trade him out? No, I thought he was pretty good on the weekend. He stepped up with Lynchy out of the side, took 6 good marks for us, and still competed pretty well. Missed his couple of shots at goal, but to have the 2 shots at goal is what we're looking for from him. If you had to kick those goals, you get good points for Dream Team goals or whatever you call them. Yeah, okay, well, add the 12 points on, and he could have done a bit better for you. But with all our younger players, we monitor their workload, and they've been holding up pretty well, but they're coming off a bye. So over the next month, 6 weeks, we'll certainly have a look at whether that's going to be beneficial for the team and for them.
Yep. 3 quarters, Bush, statistically,
yep.
Down a fraction, can you?
Yep, down a fair bit.
Can you put a finger on what?
No, not really, other than half time if we've maybe in early parts of the season caught teams on the hop with the way we're playing, and they've had a chance to regroup, come out with some changes they've made. And but other than that, it's not as though it's been a downward trend from there, because our last quarters are still good. So no, it's a mystery.
Are you looking to do anything different?
We've done a few different things the last 3 weeks. So yeah, no, we have.
You take it as an
Haven't worked.
So
No.
what options do you have to try to turn it around to?
Play better.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Yep. No, there's options of changing what you do in the break. Obviously, you could change the structure of your team around, but when you're well in front, or if you've got a good lead, you don't want to tinker with those things too much. So there's various things we've talked about and looked at and done, not major things.
Must be encouraging, John, for a young group to be able to stop the slide in those third quarters and stop those runs that you had against you at the start of the year.
Yeah, in a way, it's a good learning curve. It's good experience to have to change things a little bit and try and slow other teams' momentum down.